Prime Earth is feeling the after effects of a war across the multiverse. As a new threat approaches the vulnerable Earth, Batman Beyond travels back in time to help the heroes of Prime Earth fend off the impending apocalypse. My name is Bizkit Rebellion, and I'm here to do a review of New 52 Futures End issue number 0. This is actually the prologue of the event Futures End. Let's get started. The comic book opens with Central City 35 years into the future. Brother Eye has already taken over the Earth, and Captain Cold and a bunch of refugees are held up in a warehouse. A debate is sprung, but is cut short when Flash, who is Barry Allen, come bursting through the door. Flash has been looking for other refugees, but could not because he reveals that there isn't really much left out there. Suddenly, an assimilated Wonder Woman and an OMAC bot appears to attack Flash and the other refugees. Captain Cold and basically the rest of the other refugees ended up getting killed and assimilated. Angry, the Flash manages to kill Wonder Woman by rapidly punching the living shit out of her. Other OMAC bots appear to kill the Flash, but was halted by OMAC Frankenstein. He offers Barry a chance to surrender, but Barry refuses. Frankenstein then reveals that he actually has Black Canary's head strapped to his chest just so he can use her sonic scream, which he does use to kill the Flash. I must say, that's a very effective way of using Black Canary. Holy shit, I should have thought of something like that. The comic then shows a series of panels that display places that are being controlled by OMAC. Gotham City, Paradise Island, Atlantis, to even London. I just want to point out that in these panels we see Batgirl, and I actually believe Jason Todd, who is next to her, already assimilated, Deathstroke, and I believe Hal Jordan or Kyle, I really don't know who is that, dead. Aquaman is assimilated, and even Constantine and Satana are assimilated as well. Back in Metropolis, we see John Stewart and the Blue Beetle are in the sewer making a plan to use themselves as bait so their allies can shut down the Firestorm battery. Once they leave, they start commencing their plan by attacking OMAC Booster Gold. Blue Beetle is quickly assimilated, but when John can do anything about it, he is quickly attacked by OMAC Superman. I'm not going to say anything right here, but it is here that John reveals that Superman went missing when all of this went down, and he feared that this was the cause. Then John is quickly assimilated. Poor John. And how dare you, DC? I love Booster Gold. I really did. This is the first time I've seen him in, what, months? And he's a robot. What the hell? The comic continues with Amethyst and Cole, who is also known as Grifter, are in the Firestorm battery trying to shut it down. They've revealed by shutting down the battery, Brother Eye won't be able to control the assimilated heroes. Before they can do anything, but I mean before they can do anything, they are ambushed by OMAC John Stewart and OMAC Superman and then quickly killed off. Wow. That was pretty anticlimactic, I must say. The comic then continues in the Batcave where Terry McGinnis, who was also known as Batman Beyond, and Bruce Wayne, who is also known as basically Batman, are planning on using time travel to prevent Brother Blood from being built. Terry doubts Bruce on using time travel, but Bruce assures him that basically desperate times call for desperate measures. Knowing that they will attack, Batman suits up with Terry to fight OMAC Red Hood, OMAC Batwing, and two other OMACs whose identities I really don't know. Also, they have to wait 60 seconds for the time portal to open. During the fight, Batman ends up getting his arm sliced off and a huge blade wound in his hip. Terry manages to destroy the remaining OMAC bots and goes to tend Bruce's wounds as more will come. As Bruce is dying, he gives Terry the time device telling him that he's too weak to time travel. Terry at first does not want to go, saying that he really isn't trained for time travel but reluctantly agrees. The portal opens, but before Terry goes in, Bruce warns him not to warn Batman or Superman of the past because not only will they not believe him, but they will probably stop him. Terry goes into the portal, but an OMAC bot follows him in. Bruce lays on the floor, and his final words were, This is not why I lived my life to die like this," as he was being surrounded by OMAC bots. I really don't know exactly what he meant by that. These are literally the last words that he mentioned in the comic book issue, so you can check it out for yourselves. I'm really not lying, but I don't understand what he meant by that. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section below. The comic ends with Terry exiting the portal, landing on the building, and asking Alfred for coordinates on where he is. Alfred tells him that he is not in the time he was supposed to be. Terry is actually 5 years into the future of the DC universe where OMAC is already created and its plan is basically set in motion. Futures End issue 0 for the most part is a pretty good issue. Though I don't agree with the whole let's have characters who we haven't seen in months, maybe a year, appear in this issue and then have them quickly killed off. I feel like that's kind of putting a middle finger towards the people who actually like these characters and also want these characters to come back, you know, in the comic books. but that's just me. Also, I think it's necessary for them to do that because it shows the horrors of this new possible future. Yes, that's another thing that I like about this issue, or at least this event in general, that this is a possible future. This is not the exact canon or the exact future for the DC Universe, which I thought was before when they first announced it. Also, I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but I'm starting to get a little bit, or at least the plot kind of reminds me a little bit of Marvel's Age of Ultron, not to mention Terminator's plot, except Arnold Schwarzenegger is Terry McGinnis, and I believe Skynet is Brother Eye. But hey, that's just me. If I have to give this issue a rating, I have to give it a 7 out of 10.